Okay guys, this is day 3, week 5. So we're looking at some more practice writing exponent equations. So we have these 2 points, 4 and 40, and 5 and 80. So I plug those in over here. We have 4 and 40, 5 and 80. So I look at what's the difference between 40 and 80. 40 times 2, is 80. Okay, so this is my multiplier. Okay, which I plug in right here. All right, and then 40 I plug in right there for y, and then the 4 here goes right there. Okay, so I have 40 equals 16a. Okay, so when I do that, I get 40 equals 16a, but now I divide each side by 16. When I do that, I'm going to get 2.5. So a equals 2.5. So y equals my 2.5, which is a. My b is my multiplier, and then I just have x. Okay, let's look at the next one. So we have points 3 and 5 and 4 and 5/3. So I do my chart. I put 3 and 5, 4 and 5/3. Find the difference between the two numbers. I find that the difference is 1/3, so that's my B. I need to find A, so I put 5 equals A. This is my 5, plug it in for Y. A, 1/3, my multiplier, and then 3 is my X over here. So when I do that, 1/3 to the third power is 1 over 27. Okay, so I have to get rid of the 27, the fraction. I don't want it there, right? So in order to get rid of it, I have to multiply both sides by 27. When I do that, these two go away. And now I have 27 times 5 equals A, okay? 27 times 5 is 135. So y equals 135 multiplier 1/3 to the x power. Okay, here's my next one. I have -2 and 12, -1 and 24. I do the same thing. Make your chart. 24 divided by 2 is 12. So since I'm doing division, it's a fraction. So it's splitting in half. 1/2 is the difference. So I have 24 equals A, my unknown, 1/2 minus 1. And again, we're just plugging in. This is your y, this is your multiplier, and this is your x here. And then solving, okay? When I have a negative exponent, I'm going to flip the fraction. So this turns into 2a. So I have 24 equals 2a. Get rid of the 2 by dividing both sides by 2. When I do that, I'm going to get 12. I'm going to plug in the 12 here. That's my A, my multiplier 1/2, and then just x. Okay. Next one we have 5 and 243 and 6 and 729. Okay, so make your chart. 5, 243, 6, 729. What's the difference? 243 times 3 equals 729. You want to find that, you want to do division. So you would just say 729 divided by 243, and you'll get 3. Okay, so you're going to plug in your 243 right here for y equals A, my unknown. Okay, the 3 is my multiplier, 5 is my x. Okay, so when I do that, I'm going to get 243 equals 243a. Get rid of that, and that crosses out. So they both cross out. So a is just 1 in this case. Remember from the last video, you don't have to write the 1, okay? So we just put y equals 3x, okay? 3 to the x power. All right, so number 5, when we look at the table, we see that 158 times 5 is 790. 790 times 5 is 3,950. You do this just by dividing, okay? So 790 divided by 158 would give you 5, okay? So I'm going to plug in the y, 158 equals A, 5 my multiplier, 2 is my x, okay? When I do that, I have 5 times 5 is 25. Bring down your 158. So to get rid of the 25, divide both sides by 25. This cancels out. 25 goes into 158, 6.32 times. So y equals 6.32, 5, and then your x. Okay, 6. We're going to do the same thing. So we start with 1, put our y in, our 1 in, excuse me. And then we have our unknown. We'll go back to the table. What is our difference? So our difference is 1 times 1/2 is 0.5 or 1/2. So we're reducing by 1/2 each time. So we have a fraction of 1/2. So the 1 goes there, the a, the unknown, the 1/2, the multiplier, and then 4, the x. Okay, then, so 1/2 to the 4th power is 1/16. So 1 equals 1/16a. Okay, so I want to get rid of this 16, so I'm going to multiply 16, 16, and then 16 on that side. You probably can't see it that well, it's in pencil. But anyway, this is going to cross out, and then this is going to turn to 16. 16 times 1 is 16. So a equals 16. Plug in your 16, your multiplier, and just put your x. Okay, number 7, we have the difference here. 24 times 6 is 144, okay? Again, you can figure this out by just dividing. 144 divided by 24 will give you 6. Okay, so plug in your 24 for y, and we're looking for a. 6 is your multiplier, 3 is your x. So 24 equals, if we do 6 times 6 times 6, we're going to get 216. Okay, so we have 24 equals 216a. Divide both sides by 216, okay? And we're going to, in this one, you can see that the top is smaller than the bottom, so it's going to be a fraction. So y equals 1/9, multiplier 6x. Okay, guys, last one on this one. All right, so we have our table again. You could do division. So say you did 259.2 divided by 43.2. You would see that the difference is 6. So I'm going to plug in the 43.2 equals a. 6 is my difference, my multiplier, and 3 is going to be my exponent. So I have 43.2 equals 216a once I solve this. And it's the same as this one up here, 216. So I want to get rid of 216. So we have another fraction because the top is smaller than the bottom. So y equals 0.26 times 6 exponent, okay? So next up is day 4, week 5. I hope you guys are doing all right. Please try to stay in touch if you're struggling or you need some help or you just want to say hello, okay? I miss you guys and I'll talk to you later. Bye.